Back with Bobby and JJ Radio, we have the wonderful Blyth Rehberg and Sandra Navarro, both from the Texas Certified Development Company, talking about the different types of industries that they help, all the pretty broad amount of industries that they're helping get actual SBA loans. I want to jump right back into what you guys are really known for. So let's start, Blyth. It doesn't really matter, either one of you. So walk us through the process. I'm a business owner.
So when JJ wants to open his mariachi
when I get
business.
Bigger with the mariachi band,
Okay.
and we're looking for like studio time. I'm just kidding. But like, walk us through the process of actually, just starting to work with you and your company.
Okay. So there are two scenarios that are common.
Both mariachi bands.
Both mariachi bands.
Got it.
And one would be if you had a location already identified and you had a lender involved.
Okay.
And third lender being a bank or credit union. And so what we do is we step in, we communicate with them, we work together as a team, the lender, and simultaneously put your package together. So what that looks like is we get together, we have a meeting with the lender and our borrower, the mariachi band.
Sure.
And we sit down and discuss your project. We look at your financials. We gather all the documentation simultaneously. The bank will go to their committee. They're going to get approval, which they refer to as a commitment letter.
Sure.
And then they provide us, being Texas certified, the commitment letter.
Right.
And we submit the loan package to SBA. They approve it, and then the bank will start dispersing the funds.
As needed for
as
the
needed
process.
for the project. So if it's just a straight-out purchase, then you will purchase the building.
Right.
As soon as we have the HUD statement, which will complete that project, money's been dispersed, then we go into our, being Texas certified, goes into our closing, and then there's about a 45-day gap before that loan funds and pays off the interim of the bank.
Gotcha. So they're the gap, and then you just pay them off.
Correct.
At the end. And so you're working hand in hand with a bunch of banks all over Texas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're pretty much outsourcing a lot of what you do.
We're their partner. We
Right.
allow them to extend their portfolio. So there are certain scenarios, especially when it's a startup or a new business.
Give me an example.
There are certain industries, like hotels specifically.
Right.
They shy away from doing conventional lending, and so the only way a hospitality lender can find funding is generally through an SBA program.
Sure. So instead of telling them no, they just contact you guys to help them through the process.
Correct.
Right.
Love it. So let's talk about the real 504 loan. Why do you, because we've talked about this in the agreement, why do you feel this it's a really good loan for small business owners?
It gives the small business owner an opportunity to get into their own property with a low down payment, as low as 10% down.
Wow.
And then for commercial real estate, it's a fixed rate for 20 years on our piece of the loan, where conventional real estate loans in the commercial world is usually what we call a variable rate. And a lot of Americans are understanding what that means. Yeah.
Adjustable rate?
Yes,
Yeah.
the adjustable rate. And so typically a borrower is looking at an adjustment every 3 years on the rate.
Sure.
So you're not able to budget as well. But with our piece, you're able to budget a lot easier because it's fixed for 20 years and you're able to get in at a low down payment, 10%.
Sure. 10% is very low. I think most business owners feel that if they want a property, it's going to be way more than that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it helps them have some cash reserves after they're in the building to continue operating their business and be successful.
Can you all walk me through any kind of recent business owners that you've
Sure.
helped?
So there are, obviously, we do quite a bit of hospitality.
Sure.
And we're able to help a lot of, and do a lot of hospitality, plus there was anything that's a startup or new. So they may have been working in the industry for 10, 15 years, but when they're going to purchase their first commercial real estate building,
Right.
it's sometimes difficult or challenging, I should say, to find commercial lending.
Sure.
So that's when our partners, our banks or credit unions, come to us and say, present this package, or the borrower will come to us and say, I'm interested in purchasing this building, can you help us? And then we'll connect them with lenders that we know are interested in those industries.
Sure. So
And
you match up on the other side as well.
We match on the other side as well. And so they're able to finally get financing. Otherwise, they would probably have to put 20 or 30% down.
Right.
And they, at that point, when to start up, they really need that cash reserve.
For sure. Just because, all the expenses of starting up a business on its own.
Absolutely.
And so how are you getting the word out to all these banks all over Texas that that you guys
It's
do
door to
this?
door.
Is it door to
It's
door?
door to door and events that we attend and word of mouth.
You have an event coming up soon, don't you?
We do. We have
Yes, we do.
What is
It's called Mid-America Lenders Conference. It's going to be hosted this year in Austin, and it's
How convenient for life.
yes, it is.
It's her backyard. It's an opportunity for lenders to come together, keep up with any changes that are in the SBA loans that we're working on, and it's a good time for camaraderie and to establish new relationships and continue building on ones that we already have.
And so this is annually all the time, or
Yes.
and is it always? I'm assuming it's just different cities in Texas.
It is. We hosted one in San Antonio 2 years ago.
Did you?
We weren't invited.
No, I don't remember getting the invitation at all. Actually, to be honest with you, I had the tux ready too. Corsage, it was waiting. You know,
You could have
Limo.
worn the mariachi suit again.
I know.
Yes.
Well, all of my tuxedos have the studs on the side. I mean, but that's just a preference.
Yeah.
So, if there's a bank that doesn't know of your services, what's the best way to start to have like a referral relationship with you guys?
Introductions, just going and saying hello, letting them know that I'm here and available to help them walk them through the process, provide presentations to their lenders if they're just starting to look at that type of lending.
Sure.
And just be a resource for them mostly, and just let them know that we're here to help.
I love it. Sandra, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Best way to reach me is my cell phone, 210-834-1428.
Awesome. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with a couple of really awesome guests. We're talking everything commercial today. That's why Bobby's so bored over there. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or be a fan of our show at bobbyandjgradio.com.